There's been a lot of victories for Miss AH when it comes to lawsuits and also the entertainment industry. She's gotten to keep all of her roles in Hollywood and got new ones, even though she's been proven to be a pretty terrible person. And unfortunately, JD has gotten the short end of the stick. He's gotten all of his roles taken away, and very few companies will work with him now. But Fantastic Beasts comes out in just a couple of months, and any time it's mentioned on social media, Depp trends and people talk about boycotting this movie, and they released the first official trailer for the film, and it has been raked across the coals by upset Depp supporters. I have a couple of different things that I want to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. Now, as I'm sure a lot of you know, I've talked about this situation a lot here on the channel. The lawsuits, the entertainment industry, accusations made against Amber and Johnny. I've talked about it all quite a lot here on the channel. I'm not someone who wants to support Aquaman 2 because she's in it. I don't want to support Fantastic Beasts because they fired Johnny, but this is a pop culture article. It says Johnny fans upset over Fantastic Beasts trailer with new Grinwald after his firing. I was very disappointed to hear they decided to recast him, and a lot of people are as well. The trailer for Fantastic Beasts: The Secret of Dumbledore premiered on Monday, giving us our first look at Mads Mikkelsen as Grinwald, and he took over the role after Depp was fired in November 2020 when he lost a lawsuit related to his alleged abuse of his ex-wife, and Depp's fans were upset by the new trailer and many vowed to boycott this movie. There's a lot of talks of boycotts going on with Fantastic Beasts, with Aquaman 2, with all of these films. It says The Secrets of Dumbledore is facing an uphill battle between the recasting of Grinwald, the outcry against author J.K. Rowling, and the lukewarm critical response to the first two movies. Now, this film already has a lot of problems. Like it says, there are hundreds of thousands of people who are saying they are going to boycott this film because they kicked Johnny Depp out of his role that he was in for two movies and they replaced him. Now, I like Mads Mikkelsen, don't get me wrong. I think that he's a pretty damn good actor, and I think that he does not look bad as Grinwald here, but when he's having to fill the shoes of Johnny Depp and replace Johnny Depp, he just doesn't seem that amazing. Johnny Depp is a really good actor. He's very talented. He can play a wide variety of roles. And again, I like Mads, but do I think that he's going to do as good as Johnny as Grinwald? I'm not really sure. But going back to the article, it also talks about J.K. Rowling. A lot of people have been very upset with J.K. Rowling and her comments over the past few years. And there are a lot of people who are saying they're going to boycott this movie over that. And I truly think that that is going to lead to less boycotts than the recasting of Grinwald. I think that the Johnny Depp situation is much larger. And I think that anyone who likes Rowling's work is still going to go and see this film. It's going to boil down to if you support the recasting or not. And of course, it says the lukewarm critical response to the first two movies. I've never been a giant Harry Potter fan, but I've watched all the movies, read all the books, and I watched the first two Fantastic Beasts films. I thought that they were okay. I didn't think that they were amazing or perfect cinema. I didn't think that they were fantastic, but I would have seen the third one if, of course, JD was still in it. Unfortunately for them, though, he is not still in it because they decided to cancel him and fire him, and that means I will not be supporting this movie. The first two movies, again, weren't that amazing, and he was the shining star out of them, in my opinion, and he was a giant reason to go and see them, and I'm not going to see this film now. I have really no interest in it now that he's gone. The story looks way different than the first Fantastic Beasts movie. It seems like they've gone in a completely different direction, but as it says, a lot of people are not going to support this movie for a wide variety of reasons. So heading on over to Twitter, as I said, the trailer for this film has only been up a couple of days, but it's already facing quite a lot of backlash over JD's recasting, and I understand why. Again, I'm really disappointed that he's not in this film, and now I'm not going to support it, but they're also hiding a lot of replies to this tweet. No surprise there. They want to act like everything's right, everything's okay, everyone's happy with this movie, so they're hiding a ton of the responses. But people have said things like, no Johnny Depp, no thanks. I completely agree. I really like Johnny. I think that he's a really good actor. I think that he's been super talented in the past. I think that as an actor, he does very, very good at his job, and I'm really disappointed to see him be in very few movies now. Somebody said, where's Depp? He was literally the only good part about the last one. Again, I agree. He was the shining star of the previous movie. Somebody said, while this trailer looks great, I have a huge problem with this franchise. It's called Fantastic Beasts, but it's more about the Wizard War. Why not make the Wizard War and Fantastic Beasts movies separately? Newt, his creatures, and friends feel out of place in their own movies now, and I actually agree with this. I felt like they definitely veered off the path they had at the beginning. They decided to go in a very different direction, and it feels like they could have done two separate spin-off series with these characters, but they decided not to do that. They decided to go in this direction, and there are people who are Harry Potter fans who like the first movie who are saying it's just not amazing now. People sharing gifs of JD as Grindelwald. Lots of people that are upset. People saying things like, I'm really disappointed in this clip because Depp should have stayed as Grindelwald. Like, I don't even want to watch it now. You can't even replace Johnny. It just doesn't feel the same. The other actor doesn't even look the same. Again, if they had shown this version of Grindelwald at the beginning of the trilogy and they had shown that that was the direction they were going to go in with Mads, I think a lot of people would have accepted it and probably liked it, but now he's in the shadow of JD and his character and that version that they showed off in the other movies. Do I think that this movie is going to do fantastic? No, I think they're facing many boycotts right now, lots of upset fans, and I think that this movie might even be a box office flop. I don't know, I guess we're going to have to see, but a major part of this is AH. And of course, people say you guys will keep AH but not Depp. And that to me is a terrible situation. I'm not saying let's cancel her and throw Amber out of the industry, but it's really hard to defend her. And it's really hard to defend a company and support a company that will do anything for this actress. Neither of these people were perfect in their relationship, but she's been accused of doing really terrible things, yet she gets to keep all of her roles in Hollywood when JD has gotten all of his roles ripped away from him. It's just not fair. He's even said that Hollywood's basically boycotting him because no one wants to work with him after everything that's happened, which is just terrible. He's very talented. He's great at his job, and I want to see him in more films. If he can't be in the industry, she shouldn't be either. I'd rather them both be in the industry because innocent until proven guilty, but that's not the way these people running companies work. They want everyone canceled the second accusations come out against them. And of course, if we go over to the change.org petition against Amber, it currently has 1.8 million signatures. It hasn't moved too much since the last time I talked about it, but it has moved a little bit. As you can see, though, it basically brings up Amber's history, why people think that she should be removed from her role in Aquaman 2, but Aquaman 2, as far as we know, is fully filmed. She is in it, she is reprising her role, and she's gotten a million chances in the industry, which is just really disappointing to a lot of people. Again, I truly think that Fantastic Beasts is going to face a lot of backlash as the months continue on, as it gets closer to release, and I know I'm not going to be supporting the film. But that's all that I really had to talk about in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.